This is 10-3 Study Guide, page 1, exercise number 4. This time they give you the end points of the diameter of a circle and ask us to find the equation. So we need to find the center of that circle and find the radius. So our first step is going to be to graph this. The one endpoint was at 6, 6. And the other one is at 10, 12. So if this is 6, 10, and then a little bit higher up here, maybe 10, 12 would be there. So that's the diameter of the circle. So if you think about it, the circle would go around through both of those points. We want to find the midpoint of those two because that's when the center is going to be. So one thing we need to do is find the center, and another thing is find the radius. So if this was at -6, and this went up to this is at 6, and this went all the way to 10, halfway between 6 and 10, the x value of the center is going to be at 8. The y values here, this was at 6. The y value at the other endpoint was all the way up at 12. Halfway between 6 and 12 is going to be 9. If you needed some help figuring that one out, you can go up 2 from here to get to 8, down 2 to get to 10, and then between 8 and 10 is going to be right at 9. So the center is going to have the coordinates 8, 9. Okay, that's going to be important for finding the equation of the circle. And then we need to find the radius. So the radius is going to be this length here from the center to an endpoint. I'll just choose this endpoint that's up above it. In order to find this distance, this radius, I want to know how far over and how far up. And think about this again as a right triangle. You could use the distance formula between this new center we just found at 8, 9 and this other endpoint, which was at 10, 12, if you want. To go from 8 to 10 has a length of 2 in the x. To go from 9 to 12 has a distance of 3 in the y. So that's a 2, 3 triangle. We want to find the radius here. So that's going to be 2 squared plus 3 squared equals c squared. 2 squared would be 4. 3 squared is 9 equals c squared. 4 plus 9 is 13 equals c squared. To get rid of squared, take the square root on both sides. The square root of 13 equals c. Again, these last steps I didn't really need to do because in the formula for a circle, it's the radius squared that we have. And we had that here. The radius squared was 13. That's going to be the right-hand side. So that wasn't really necessary. Here's our center, 8, 9. So our equation is going to be x minus 8 squared plus y minus 9 squared equals 13, the radius which is squared.